guys, Claire's back again today to talk about her family. Claire has a large blended family. Do you guys know what a blended family is?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So a blended family means that you might have a stepmom or a stepdad or maybe a stepbrother or a sister as well. Claire says that she has a stepmom and a stepdad. She has two older brothers and one sister from her birth parents, but she also has two stepsisters from her stepdad and two more brothers and another stepsister from her stepmom. Could you tell me what other types of families you have seen?
I've seen where they just live with their grandma. They just be with their grandma, or just a mom, or they just live with their dad.
Right, so there are lots of different types of families. There can be families with only one parent, two moms or two dads. There can be different ethnicities that can have adopted kids, and then also grandparents who are raising their children, and many more. Claire says that her family is extremely awesome, and they love her very much, even though her parents are divorced. Although her family is loving and caring, she wants to mention some of the struggles she goes through. Her stepdad is African American, so he's black. And Claire says that sometimes they get funny looks when they're out in public, like at the grocery store. It makes her feel sad. She just wishes people wouldn't or didn't give her family funny looks all the time. Can you tell me what you can do to make Claire feel better about the funny looks people give her family?
Tell her everybody's the same, so it doesn't matter what color your skin is.
Good job. Awesome. Claire wants you to know that love makes a family. Families can look different, but they are still a family, and sometimes families do not have to look like the traditional two-parent family. Just because your family looks different than someone else's does not mean that you are not loved by your family. So Claire brought a book to share with you guys today. We are going to read this book about families. Pay attention, though, so you can find maybe your family in the book.
By Todd. Some families are big. Some families are small. Some families are the same color. Some families are different colors. All families like to hug each other. Some families live near each other. Some families live far from each other. Some families look alike. Some families look like their pets. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. Some families have a stepmom or stepdad and stepsisters or stepbrothers. Some families adopt children. Some families have two moms or two dads. Some families have one parent instead of two. All families like to celebrate special days together. Some families eat the same things. Some families eat different things. Some families like to be quiet. Some families like to be noisy. Ow! 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 Some families like to be clean. Some families like to be messy. Some families live in a house by themselves. Some families share a house with other families. All families can help each other be strong. There are lots of different ways to be a family. Your family is special no matter what kind it is. Love, Todd. The end. Thank you so much.
All right. So Claire has a few questions for you guys. Claire wants to know, what do your families look like? That's later. What do your families look like?
Well, I have two brothers that have brown hair and a sister with brown hair. And my mom and dad. My dad has black hair and my mom has brown hair.
Very good. How about you, Jimmy? What do your family look like?
My
What
mom's short. My dad is kind of tall. And see, my oldest sister Patty, I don't see her because she's out to college all the time. And my brother Butch is quiet, and my brother Greg is funny.
Very good. She said she wants to know if you saw a family in the book that looks like yours.
The one with the mom and dad living together.
The one that they all look alike.
Yep. Awesome. Do you and then did you see any families that look like any friends of yours that have a different family than yours?
The one with two moms is like a friend of mine that lives with two moms.
Good. Did you see a family that's different than yours?
The one that only didn't have a dad when there was only a mom.
Good. And then why do you think it's important to learn about families that are different than yours?
So that we make them all feel the same like we are, even though we're with a normal family, a mom and a dad, brothers and sisters, that they're all the same, even if they don't have a dad or if they don't have a mom.
Good. Okay, now Claire wants to show you her drawing that she did. So this is her drawing. This is her family with all her step siblings and step parents.
A lot of kids in there.
There is, yeah. Claire is saying she wants to see what yours look like. So we want you to draw your families too. Good job, Jimmy.
Here's my family.
Where's Tammy's family? Good job. All right. Awesome. Claire says those are really cool and looks really good. So Claire's gonna say goodbye now. She wants to thank you for sharing your families with her. She says that all of your families are unique and awesome, and she really enjoyed learning about them. She's going to be back soon. We'll maybe see her next week when we talk about sharing and being kind to each other. Say
Bye, Claire.
Bye, Claire. Have a good day.